I think looking back, if you would have asked me when I was 30, if you and I would have this relationship now at almost 42, I would have said absolutely not.
When you were born, I almost gave you up for adoption. Actually, they put you in a different room and I didn't get to see you. But the next day, it was I couldn't do it. So I said, nope, I can't do this. That was where my shame and my guilt, because felt like I couldn't be that mother for you. And that's where my drug addiction started.
When you were at your worst, you weren't dependable. So, we would invite you to things and you had so much shame and guilt. I know now that you weren't able to show up. And so I remember a point in time when I just decided that to minimize stress and to make sure that we didn't have that we were just going to kind of sever ties.
I lost my job in Primeville. For that year, I was just sleeping on families' couches, moving around different places. And at the very end, when it was the lowest that I've ever been, I was living in my car at Walmart parking lot, like and with my cat. And
because family had kicked you out.
Because family had kicked me out.
Yeah,
they had kicked me out. And I remember waking up one morning and thinking, today's Nicole's shower for baby Beckett, and I'm missing it. And that was when I just couldn't do it anymore. I was so alone and so, I felt so hopeless. So I had heard about Samanka Place, and that's when I decided to go there. And it still took me a month on and off, because I would go there and I'd leave, and I'd go there and I'd leave, and they finally talked to me about the New Life Fellowship program. I met people that cared about me, that showed me love, grace, and mercy. I met Jesus there, and I am so grateful for that, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here right now.
And I can say that I think that the biggest turning point that I noticed during your time in the program was about the time you started the guilt and shame classes. Mm-hmm. You would come to our house and you would have all kinds of new ways of thinking about things, and I just saw you, it seemed like a load was lifted off your shoulders, and it felt to me like it was when you kind of released a lot of that anger and victimhood and all the things that kind of made it tough for us to be around you. I remember when I was in labor and you showed up, it was surprising, because I really didn't think you would. And you stuck around. You stayed there. You'd only been sober a couple of weeks, I think, at that point, 6 weeks maybe. Prior to that, I think I had told family and friends that were enabling you and letting you stay with them while continuing on the path that you were, that they also couldn't be in my life if they continued to enable you and help you.
When you told me that to my face, you said, if you're going to continue to be this way, Mom, I can't have you in our lives. And that was the turning point for me, was when you said, I can't have you in my family's life. And now I look back now, and when you said my family's life, and now I am your family now. I'm back to being your family again, and that is what changed everything. On the lines of when you were born and the thought of giving you up, I can't imagine what that would be like to not have you, to not have what you've given in my life. You gave my life back, and if you weren't here today, I don't know where I'd be. And I'm very grateful for that.